Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Tart with something a little bit different. I've touched on this once before in a video, but I've come back to it after putting it to the side for a little bit. And it's one of my other collections, one of the things I'm really into, really enjoy. So I thought I'd share it on this channel. It might find some new people who are interested in it, but it might just be an insight into something that maybe you might be interested in and want to get involved in as well. So as well as Funkos, because I don't spend enough money, I also collect the art of books. And the one I'm going to go through today is this one, which is the art of Marvel, Avengers, Infinity War. I'm not going to do it as a book review, it's more a showcase of what these books are about and the kind of thing that are in them. Like I said, I've got a number of these books, and if people find this interesting or I get some good feedback, I probably will do a few more of these over time, just to offer something a little bit different to the channel and to reach out to maybe some other different communities, etc. Because this is something I really do enjoy. Big fan of just learning more about stuff, and these books are a really good chance to learn more about the films, not just Marvel, but there's another number of other different ones you can get, which I'll talk about during the video. As it's a first kind of real try at this, any feedback, it'd be appreciated, good, bad or indifferent. Just let me know. Don't just say, oh, great video, blah, blah, blah. If you're not interested in it, it's completely fine, but it's something I'm really interested in and I'd like to build it up. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to pop off in the corner up there, where I normally point for the notification bell, and talk through stuff, and then try and show it you on screen at the same time. Let's see how this goes. So the books all come in these outer casing boxes. Really cool designs on all of them, and they're really sturdy as well, which means that you can keep the books in good condition. And then the book inside, there's no slipcase, which I know with slipcovers a lot of the time they get tore or ripped. This one is really good. Hopefully I can pick it up when I do the photos afterwards. But it has actually got embossings on the Infinity Stones, which I think is a really nice touch. I won't go through every page of the book because I think that would just be daft. So what I've tried to do is just pick out some moments that I think are really interesting standout moments. So with it being Infinity War, obviously the big baddie from that is Thanos. And there's some really good artwork of the different outfits that Thanos was potentially going to be wearing. Obviously, the character Thanos was already shown in other films. Josh Brolin had been cast, so they already had the head sculpt in mind, so they knew what they were doing. But this shows a number of different outfits that he could have possibly been wearing throughout the film, different poses. And it's a really good insight into how many different options they do show up for these characters and how they do it. I mean, I'm obviously going to mention a few of the new characters which came in, and then they would be the henchmen, first of all, of Thanos himself. So Ebony Moore, I'm not a comic reader. I think I've made that clear in quite a few of the videos that I've done. So I don't really know these characters to know if they are similar to the comics or not. I could probably research that a bit more, and maybe I will do that for other videos. But for this one, you can see that they're very similar pictures that they've done. It's more the outfit he was wearing that slightly differs, and some different eyewear which he had. Very similar again with Cull Obsidian, sorry. There's quite a big focus on what his weapon would look like. That's for you, Jimmy Barnes, if you're watching. And then obviously there was Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive as well, which again, the outfits seemed like they were pretty much set up. These ones are slightly different. Obviously the actors haven't been cast, so the facial sculpt that they've put in the pictures varies from person to person, but it's just a good insight into what they were kind of looking at and what they were doing. As far as each kind of scene from the film, they're all touched upon. Just very briefly, I'll touch upon the New York one, where you can see they've done the full-on streetscapes, and they showed kind of what they were planning, what was going to be happening where, and I just think it's quite a good way of showing that the sets were kind of already planned out in place and where action scenes were going to take place. Character-wise, every character has actually got at least a couple of pages, whether they're returning characters or new characters. The only ones I'm going to touch on, I will touch on Spider-Man just briefly, because it does show that there was a number of different outfits considered for Spider-Man. I really like how they've shown the exact same picture of Spider-Man but in the different outfits and what they were considering before they went with the actual Iron Spider outfit, which you actually see in the film. There's also for Captain America, which I really liked, and again, there's another picture which I will put up. I'm just trying to find it as I talk about it, where you've got a full storyboard of the return of Captain America in the train station, not only of Cap obviously, but Black Widow and also Falcon as well. But really, really good. You can see shot by shot, and if you actually think back to the film, there isn't a massive difference between what is drawn and what was filmed, and I find that kind of thing really interesting and fascinating. More so when I look at the Pixar books, they're really good because they show storyboards and you can actually look into literally from one step to the next step to the next step, which if I do continue with these, I might do a Pixar book in the future at some point. But they will show you literally from a scribble to a nice artist impression to the actual computer generated impression to a finished article as well. So they're really, really good books. On top of that, another new character, which they show quite a few variations of, is Eitri. I think I'm saying that right. Played by Peter Dinklage. A lot of the pictures have got Peter Dinklage in, which obviously means that when this book was made, he had already been cast. But there's a couple of different ideas with regards to how his hands look. With one picture actually, which is really good, hopefully I can put that up, where Groot has actually created hands for him, which I think was a really cool idea. Obviously in the end he did that for Stormbreaker, but there's a different haircut and an emblem on his head as well, which are a bit different. Going on to another character which returned. I mean, when I watched the film, this was quite a big shock for me, but obviously the Stonekeeper, not played by Hugo Weaving this time, but again there's a number of different iterations of how he was going to look. I think he looks really cool in the film, to be fair, so I think that worked really well. But there is a whole page of all the different outfits that were considered for the Stonekeeper. And in a similar vein actually, I'll do one more character with Bucky Barnes. The Winter Soldier obviously returns in this one after his appearance in Civil War, and his outfits are all shown as well, with actually a number of different arm sculpts shown and different haircuts, beard, etc. Hopefully them pictures have all appeared on screen as well, so you'll be able to see that. And then there was obviously the final battle which took place, and there is actually really, really good storyboarding of basically Thanos and his goons arriving on Earth, following that through on Wakanda. Well, Wakanda is on Earth, so yeah, I was right the first time. They're really good as well. Some colour to them as well. But just again, if you look at the storyboards, you can see that these things they have a real impact on what they actually do film on the day. So the directors must take a lot of interest in these and get involved in them. But like I said, these books, I love them, absolutely adore them. I don't want to do reviews of books because I'm not articulate enough to do that. I will go through some of the other books, but I just thought this one was a really good one. It's one of my favourites, just to showcase as a first off. And there you go. Let's go back to me full screen and I'll talk to you a little bit more. So there you go, that was Infinity War, The Art Of. These books retail normally when they first come out at about £24.99. If you're looking into the Marvel ones, there is a second-hand market and even a brand new market through eBay where you can pick up some for anywhere between £19.99 and around the £25 mark. But I mean, this one, for example, which I've just shown you, the value on that one has gone quite high. So if this is something you're interested in getting involved in, if you're into other films, entry-level ones at the moment, really good ones are the DC Universe, where you can pick up the Wonder Woman one, the Justice League one. I think you can even go far back as Man of Steel, and they're actually somewhere between the £7 and £12 mark if you wanted to pick them up. There's also a number of other films as well that you can do these for. Forbidden Planet is a really good place to have a look. The only problem with Forbidden Planet is if you ever buy any, you see them and you'll think, oh, they're really cheap at £4.99, but the postage is about £9. So that it might be something you're into, it might not. I love the Marvel ones. I've also got a collection of Star Wars ones, which I have touched on in The Rise of Skywalker. They're really good as well. Creature design in them especially is fantastic. And then I have got a number of Pixar books as well, where, because I do have a passion for drawing and art and creation, the Pixar ones, they really are good because you can, like I said, you can see from start to finish how the process works and character design, and they're really, really good. Like I said at the start of this video, this is going to be something that I'm going to try as a one-off now. If you guys enjoy it, let me know. Be honest if it's not your thing. If you've got any way of kind of, I don't want to say critiquing it, because I don't want, feedback's great, negative or positive, but I don't want people like just picking at it. If there's anything you'd like to see, if there's any films where, from the Marvel Universe, from Star Wars or Pixar, if the books you'd like to see, let me know. If I've got them, I could do them in future review. I keep saying reviews, it's just a go-to word. But like I said, this is just a passion of mine, and from the Q&A, Chris Bell was the one who brought it up, so thanks Chris. And the Scarborough couple also said they were interested in knowing a bit. So I've put a video together, hopefully people have enjoyed this. Like I said, it's a little bit different, and it might not be for everyone. But until the next one, guys, I promise I'll make it funko. Cheers for watching, especially if you're still here now at the end, because like I said, this is something different, and it means a lot to me that people who are watching this get involved and let me know. I think I've said that enough times now. You can like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, it is predominantly Funko related, but I might take it off in this avenue anyway. And you can hit the notification bell. I'm almost holding myself back from pointing, but the notification bell. And until the next one, guys, cheers for watching. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.